Hello, everyone. This is Independent Conservative. Thank you all for joining me once again. So, as you all know, Trump has deployed ICE agents to the airports, many of the airports in the country, and he has requested for the ICE agents not to wear masks. Okay, and so I'm going to read a portion of this article, and we're going to get right into this, and I'm going to give you my opinion of why I think he made that request for ICE agents not to wear masks, because as we know, that was a big problem for a lot of people. ICE agents wearing masks. Many was accusing them of doing so because they were trying to hide their face from the idea that they were deleting people, killing people, and didn't want to be identified because they were criminals and thugs and this type of stuff. So let's get right into this. So because I'm not going to even elaborate on the idea of ICE agents helping TSA agents in identifying people, and I'm not going to even get into all of that. Okay, that's already been talked about. But at any rate, the article says Trump warned that he would move ICE agents to airports swiftly if Democrats did not immediately sign an agreement to let our country, in particular our airports, be free and safe again. And on Monday, he followed up with a request. While he made it clear that he generally supports ICE agents wearing masks, he prefers they forego face coverings while helping address the, quote, Democrat caused mess at the airport, which I had no clue was caused by the Democrats or any of that. I had no clue about that. Maybe not. I have no clue. I am a big proponent of ICE wearing masks as they search for and are forced to deal with hardened criminals, many of whom were let into our country by sleepy Joe Biden and his wonderful, quote, border czar, Kamala. She never even went to the border, through their absolutely insane open border policy, Trump said. He added, quote, I would greatly appreciate, however, no mask when helping our country out of the Democrat caused mess at the airports, etc. Thank you, President Donald J. Trump. Okay. Yes, and I'm currently working on the plan now execution. I'm working with the director of ICE and the administrator of TSA, the acting administrator. So we'll put together a plan today and we'll execute tomorrow, Harmon said. So Harmon, he was being interviewed, and that was what he basically said anyway. Okay, so let's get right into this. I just want to talk a little bit about the idea of ICE agents not wearing masks. And I agree with what Trump said there. And I agreed, too, with many of the ICE agents wearing masks when they were donning the streets and arresting these illegals and so forth. And I think I made, and as a matter of fact, I know I did make that statement in a previous video that I did some time ago in reference to the wearing of masks that some people had a problem with. Okay, they had a problem with the ICE agents wearing masks. I agree to a large extent with the agents wearing masks at the time that they were wearing masks. Okay, they were wearing masks because I personally believe. Now, I'm not saying. Let me say this before I go any further. I'm not saying that some of those ICE agents weren't being overly aggressive or any of that. I'm not going to even say that. I'm pretty sure some may have been doing that. But let's be realistic. Is that an accurate portrayal of many of these ICE agents? Were many of these ICE agents just abusing their power and killing people and beating up people simply because they could? I don't think so. There's no evidence to really support that accusation. And the donning of masks, it was in large in part in connection to what Trump said to protect them, the ICE agents, from retaliation, because clearly some of these ICE agents were being attacked. Some of these ICE agents' names and homes, addresses were being put out there. Come on, really? And somebody may argue, well, they're public servants. They're supposed to be able to be put out there. No, these ICE agents' names and addresses were being put out there for somebody, so people could try to attack them. These loony, far-left assassins could do exactly that. Okay, so I believe that was what that was all about. Okay, so in that sense, I agree with the ICE agents wearing masks during the time that they were out here. They were trying to protect their identity. Now, those ICE agents that were abusing their authority, they need to be dealt with. But I have not seen any news reports or heard of any news reports from either the right or the left of any ICE agents actually wearing masks for the strict purpose of being a criminal like the other criminals were, the legal criminals were, and hurting people and deleting people and beating up on people simply because they can, so that they and putting on the mask so that they won't be identified. I haven't heard any information valid in proving that idea. So with that being said, that's out the way. In terms of ICE agents going to the airports to help out because of this major situation, which I just recently found out, because I guess there's a lot of TSA agents or whatever not working or whatever. I don't know what's going on. There's so much junk going on, man. I can't keep track with it. I'm trying to figure out the situation with the Iran war, and now airport agents are quitting or getting laid off or whatever. And this is and according to Trump, this is a Democrat mess. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I may need to do a little bit more research on it. But I just found out about it because I'm trying to keep up with all this other junk that's going on. But at any rate, I believe that he asked them not to wear masks because I think a lot of backlash came from people that was feeling like a lot of these ICE agents were abusing their power. And so therefore, to keep the tension down, he just said, don't wear the mask. He didn't, as I read from the article, he did not go into the detail of why they shouldn't. But I think that the bigger picture, trying to get into what Donald Trump was trying to say, was that to keep the tension down and all the hate, don't wear any masks. Now, from what I was told from another source, that there were protesters outside the airports protesting. Of course, these people don't have any jobs. They're probably getting $25, $30 an hour by some major donors to major communist donors to go out there and protest because they're not going to do it for free. They're not going to do it for free. So yeah, of course, I expect these far left liberal loonies to be out there protesting. That's a given. They're not even a part of my conversation. Okay, I want to deal with the situation of the ICE agents not wearing masks. I believe that's the reason why he don't want them wearing masks, because there's enough tension and hate in the country that's spit out against these ICE agents that he certainly doesn't want any kind of problems at airports. We got enough issues at the airports. Okay, we don't need this kind of nonsense. I've seen video after video after video of people acting a plumb dumb fool at the airports, screaming and hollering and just crazy stuff. Man, come on, we got enough insanity in this country. We don't need people at the airport acting crazy. Okay, we don't need that. That's going to be shut down completely. Okay, and ICE agents being at these airports, I'm pretty sure that that would help to some degree. I don't know in what way. I'm not an ICE agent. I'm not a TSA agent. I don't know nothing about any of that, but I'm going to guess that would help to some degree. Okay, I don't know. Now, from what I'm hearing from other sources is that perhaps these ICE agents are down there as well to facilitate and take the roles of TSA agents that were laid off or quit or whatever. I don't know, and so they were here. They're there to assist. But at any rate, whatever reason that they're there for, I do agree with Trump stating to them, don't wear any masks, because we don't want any more issues. We don't want any more tension. There's enough of that as it is, and we don't want any of that. So that's what I had to say about that. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. God bless you all and see you again.